Hey there, Simmers! Welcome back! Today I have, for Walkthrough Wednesday, the second part of Myst. So if you remember from last time, we just got to the mechanical age. So here we are back on this island. So first things first, we're going to start forward and walk around. There really isn't much here. We do get to see an island over there. The sun is really pretty. And you just get a little bit of a layout of what's going on. Just some rocks. Nothing much over here. You can see that island a little better from there. Oh, purple flowers. That's cute. Alright, so we're going to head into this. I'm not sure. I guess it could be considered a fortress. I mean, it's kind of cool. So we're just going to head this way. Here's the first room. You should kind of know by now the brothers a little bit, even though we only met them once, to kind of know like whose vibe this is. Can play with some stuff here. Oh, sneaky. Cool head up there. We have some torture instruments hanging up over here. And then this opens up a little case. Rotation simulator. So eventually we'll need to rotate this place. So here's our room. Our first page here. This thing back here. Whoa. So this is basically just kind of like a torture chamber. Is a lovely head in there. So all of that's really weird. We'll come back out. For now, I think we'll head over to the other room. Here is a hallway, so just make a note of that hallway for now. We'll come over here to this room. We have a cool painting. This guy. There he goes. Cool. We have a painting. Some cool stuff. A chessboard here. Oh, a secret button. Come into the secret room. We have some bottles, some luggage, some gold bars and coins, and this note. Your greed sickens me. Your desire for wealth and plunder is never satisfied. I will instruct my subjects not to pay your new tax, and you know they'll listen to me. Regards. So we got a little bit of some brother issues going on here. And there's your red page. So we now have the blue and red page. And we have a note of this cool telescope here. That looks out the window to nothing currently. So if we hit this button, we get to go downstairs. Go down. And when you come down here, so you have to pull the trigger to line it up to get this symbol. So once you've done that, we'll go back upstairs and close this button here. Well, push the button to close the door. So one of the things that we should make note of while we're here is back to this object here. So because we are facing south, that is a cowbell. If we push this off center, we can then move it, and then it will show us like to the right, which I think is supposed to be an exhaust. And then we'll rotate it again, which takes about, 3 pauses is kind of what I think. And then that's a clink. And then we'll do this again. 1, 2, 3. And then here we have a spinny noise. So that's good to know, because when we come down this hallway that has been reset by pushing the button, we climb into the elevator and go up. And this part gets a little tricky, a little fun. As you come up here, you'll see there's a platform, but there's nothing for you to do. It's just an elevator. So we'll come back in, push the middle button, and hop back out real quickly. You can hear the warning sirens, and it goes down. So we're going to do the same sort of thing that we did downstairs. So we'll move the left one forward. And then we'll use this. 1, 2, 3. Kind of sets. And then pull it down. And then we will hit the button. We will come back into the elevator, push the down button. These noises and sound effects are so cool. So if you remember the noises, it did give us one when we rotated. So we were facing south and now we're facing east. We will continue to travel. We're coming out here and now we are on an island. So this is the first one that we saw when we were over there. And now we can see that there is in fact a second island. So we're coming this way. Up the stairs, and this is when you're going to need to grab your paper and your pen, because now we have to write down these 2 symbols. And then we go back and we do it again. So if you remember in the beginning when we first came into the mechanical age, when we were on that island there, we saw this one, but we didn't see any on the other side. So we started in the south, we're in the east. There's one in the north, but there's nothing in the south. Pull the left trigger first, and then pull this and hold it for 3. And then pull the left. So there is your clink, which is the sound for the north. We come out here to this other one. I love looking at this world. So pretty. Water. Cool rocks. And here we have another 2 symbols. So these ones are kind of upper lefty, where I feel like the other ones were kind of like upper right. So there's no island out there, but this game is a puzzle game, and it's always good to look around and explore everything, even though I'm kind of showing you an abridged version with a walkthrough. It's always kind of good to walk around on your own when you play and figure out what's going on. But for now, I will show you a little hidden gem. We'll do it again. Left, right for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And then pull this. So that's kind of that spinny sound. So we're on the right track. We're going back around here to this guy, and see, now it's in a little bit of a different position. So if you come here, there's Bob. So you can see that we found the skeleton in the mechanical age. So there we go. That's the little secret part for that. So that's fun. I'm not actually sure where he hangs. I guess he's on a ship like way out there. All right, so that's looking at those 3 directions. So we will come back, and once more, we have to rotate the island, or I guess the fortress. So here we are once again, pulling the triggers, pull it down. So that's the cowbell noise. So we are back in the south. So we'll come back up to this first part here. All right, so this guy here, if we think about the symbols that we saw, this one had the block in the middle with the 2 triangles. This one has this symbol, and this one has that symbol. So we will hit the button, and here we go. And here is our book back to the island of Myst. So we are back here in the library. We need to go to the secret part in the back. So we have to activate this lever first. If I can grab it. We go over here. Rotate this to the ship. We'll go back up here. And I'm just choosing to do these kind of in the order that they are. Oops, I forgot about closing the door. Don't forget to close the door. I'm doing these in order of like the clockwise, but you don't necessarily have to do that. So coming out onto this side, we're now climbing up the ladder. You can see that we see the boat now, so that all checks out, which is nice. And then coming down over here, we have our key. So here is the 3 dates we are going to need to take us to what the ship age. So let's just jot these down. All right, so I've put those down. I always forget to close the door. And this next stage I actually find to be really fun. So the one thing that we saw that can accommodate dates and times is the astrological clock. So we'll close this, go back out the front here, swing a left, come on around to this building here, go ahead and open it up, and then climb up in this chair and see what we can do. Our first one we had was October. So we have one thing. Oh, you can push the button. That's what I forgot. And then you have your chair. So here are the stars, which is really cool, which you don't necessarily need, but it's still nice. So with this one, what I've found is you just kind of note that there are 3 stars, like kind of upper left, upper right, lower right for the big ones, and then these slightly smaller ones. So that's our first one there. That's the October. So we need to do the January and the November. And I will just go ahead and do that, and we will reconvene because it takes a while. So our January 17th of 1207 at 5:46 a.m. So this one has a little bit different for the small stars and the big stars. So our last one is going to be November 23rd. So our last one of November 23rd, 9791 at 6:57. You can see there's a whole bunch of stars here. So the tricky part with this is that the other 2 were AM and this one is PM. So while the 6 may look correct, we are actually going up to 18. So now you can see it looks a lot closer to the other ones that we were looking at before. Not quite so many stars. So that's how you can kind of tell which one's going on. So we have our 3 now. We've copied them down, and it's time for us to head back out. So the ship is still sunk, even though that's what we're trying to get to. So we need to go and find our next little bit of information, and that's where we come in here and we check out our books. So here's the Stoneship book. So in this one, you'll see here is where the constellations come into play. And we need to find which ones look like the ones we have. So we do have one that looks like a snake. This one looks like the beetle one. It looks like we have that one. Our last one, which was the first one, is this leaf. Now that we have each one of those figured out, we can head back out. And along the sides of the ship, you have these buttons. So when you turn them on, they have the symbols for the symbols that we just saw. So there's a snake. That's definitely one of the ones that we need. Here's the beetle. That's one of the other ones. We do not need an anchor. Mew. So sad. We do not need an arrow. But we do need a leaf. And here's the ship coming up. Nice. So we now have the ship. So now we come down here and there is the ship. How cool is that? We brought it up. Nice, nice, nice. We could take a look around, I guess, if we want. We have nothing else to do, right? We're here to play a game. So we're playing the game. Doesn't look like there's anything out there, huh? So let's go down the stairs. And here is the book for the ship, the Stoneship Age. So here we go. All right, so that's the access to the Stoneship Age after the walkthrough for the Mechanical Age. So here we are on a ship with water and just getting a good look around. But for now, thank you for joining me so much. Give this video a like or a comment, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.